Have you ever wondered how one tiny habit can turn a nobody into a hero? Today's story is about a boy who had no goals, no discipline, and no direction. But one tiny habit, just 1% better every day, slowly turned him into someone even he never imagined. And as you listen, a question will grow inside you. If he could change with such a small effort, why can't you? Because the way he transforms his life might be the same way you transform yours. In a quiet town, there lived a boy named Ethan. He had big dreams, but very little action. Every morning, his mother would say, "Ethan, get up, you're wasting the day." And Ethan would reply softly, "5 more minutes," then go back to sleep. He wanted success, but success kept slipping away. One day he planned to exercise and quit. Another day he planned to study and ended up lying on the porch watching the clouds. Deep inside him, one fear never left. What if my life stays like this forever? Near the edge of town lived an old retired soldier, Mr. Harris. Every morning at 4 a.m., he swept his yard, exercised lightly, read books, and tended his small garden. Ethan watched him for days. Finally, he asked, "Mr. Harris, why do you do the same routine every day? Isn't it boring?" Mr. Harris smiled and said, "Habits are seeds. What you plant today becomes your life tomorrow. You may not see change now, but one day your habits will either lift you or break you." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. Something inside him had changed. What if the problem wasn't the world? What if the problem was him? The next morning, before sunrise, Ethan made a decision. He forced himself out of bed. His body resisted, but his fear of staying the same pushed him forward. He washed his face, tied his shoes, and ran. It was painful. He almost stopped, but he didn't. Day 2, he ran again. Day 3, again. Soon his legs ached, but something inside him began to shift. He was becoming stronger. Then he added one more habit, 1 hour of study every single day. No excuses, no skipping. He didn't tell anyone, he simply showed up. Days became weeks, weeks became months, and slowly everything changed. One day, under an old oak tree, Ethan realized something strange. He wasn't tired anymore. He wasn't confused anymore. He felt alive. Then came a big opportunity. A government job exam with a fitness test and a written exam. Many students were nervous. Some were overconfident, but Ethan was calm. In the running test, others sprinted and burned out. Ethan stayed steady and finished strong. In the written exam, others tried to memorize everything overnight, but Ethan had already prepared 1 hour at a time, every day, step by step. He passed both exams. Weeks later, a letter arrived. "Congratulations, you have been selected." Ethan stood still. His hands were shaking. His mother stared in disbelief, and he whispered, "Mom, I did it." She hugged him tightly. The whole town celebrated. But the happiest person wasn't Ethan, it was Mr. Harris. "See, Ethan," he said quietly, "big change doesn't come from big moves. It comes from small steps repeated every day. Because one day, those small steps won't just change your routine, they will change your life."